What's going on, guys, and welcome back to your daily news report. So today we are going to address some very specific social security news. One, address what's going on here. And if you are collecting social security benefits, or you know somebody that is okay or is going to, this is something that you need to hear. We're also going to address an IRS tax deadline which is coming up tomorrow. We're going to address new food shortages, this is very substantial, and you're going to be hit with the increased cost very soon. And I also want to address this economic standstill that we are going to be going through because of China's many lockdowns. So let's get right into it. So tomorrow is the final day to file your federal income taxes. Make sure you do not forget, okay? I know a lot of people that say how it's just too much work and I don't want to do it, but I can guarantee you the hassle of filing your taxes now will be much less than if you will get audited or you got to file in the future, okay? You don't want to be hit with any penalties and fees, right? Now make sure you get all the monies that owe to you. There are still millions of dollars of unpaid stimulus check. Okay, make sure you get that money. It's $1,400. Make sure you go and get that money. I don't want you to miss out. Also, there's still the other half of the $600 child tax credit payments. You can still get those, right? So if you qualify for those, you receive some of the money upfront and the monthly payments from July through December. You can get the other half, but you have to file your federal income taxes, so make sure you do that by tomorrow. Now, there is a big thing regarding Social Security. I've been seeing a lot of people saying that yes, they are getting calls about that $200 per month boost that President Biden promised all Social Security beneficiaries. According to multiple online reports, we're seeing that these scams have been going to for the past few months, but they're starting to ramp up right now. And one of the reasons I believe scam ramps up, especially when it comes to Social Security, IRS taxes, anything like that, they ramp up right about tax time because that's when people are not really alert. They are thinking, oh yeah, of course, the IRS is coming after my money now, right? This is a scam. Now, for those people that are getting these calls, here's what's happening. People are scammers are calling them requesting information to try and get them to help them increase their benefits package. It's a scam. Do not fall for it. Now, here's another major issue. It's food shortages. Now, I hate talking about this stuff and I didn't want to talk about this today, but this is so big that I knew I had to, because what we're going to see even more pretty soon are food shortages and rising prices. And this is part because of what happened in the US-Mexico border down in Texas. Because if you don't know, this past week, what Governor Greg Abbott did, he's a Texas governor. What he did was he announced a second inspection to all trucks crossing from Mexico. Now, due to this second inspection, it's created logjam of sitting trucks, but the point of the second inspection was to tackle cattle, facilitate smuggling. That was the whole purpose of this. And according to CNN, they said just last night that this led to fruit and vegetable producers losing over $240 million in produce. Well, guess what? When you lose money as a business, you don't display I lost money, I screw up again, right? Tell me that's not what happens as a business. What you do is you try to make your money up elsewhere, and for vegetable or fruit producer, what they're going to do, they're going to raise prices temporarily to try to get that money back, and then they will lower their prices again. Now, even the president of the Fresh Produce Association of the Americas said that fruit and vegetable losers are going to cause a rising prices and food producers try and regain some of their losses. So exactly what I just said, okay, it's simple business. That's all it is. And what makes matters even worse is that the expectation as of right now is that it's going to take between 2 to 3 weeks before our supply chain realigns and prices and supplies go back to normal. And when I say normal, I'm not talking about normal from pre-pandemic levels. I'm talking about normal from last week. That's what we're expecting, so I would just, buckle up and expect the next 3 weeks we're going to see prices are going to be a little bit more expensive. And you might not be able to get the goods that you used to be able to get just a week or two ago. Yeah, right. So keep that in mind. And lastly, let's address the big economic risk to our economy. And this is something that not a lot of people are really fully aware of. And that is that right now there's nearly 400 million people in China who are under either a full or partial lockdown due to China's zero COVID policy. Now, a lot of people are so confused of Ukraine and Russia, and I completely understand why that they're completely forgetting about what's going on in China. And this is a huge mistake. And I say this is a huge mistake because China produces a large amount of products for us here in the United States, and any lockdown will create more shortages, whether it's for good or it's for actual products. And one thing again, I read a lot article, do a lot of research, and one of the things I saw other days was farmers couldn't produce more hay. So this hay baler, and I'm not get too technical on this, but his hay baler needs a specific part. The part was coming from China. The part has been sitting in a shipping container or a port for about 3 weeks. It's been sitting there for 3 weeks. He needs this part. Now in China, they're already experiencing food shortages. They're seeing a medical care issues, and they're even seeing this. This is nothing new, and all this is leading to the largest port in the world actually going understaffed. And what we are seeing, according to multiple reports, is that food has to be rotting. It's not even a question of it. Its food is rotting because right now the problem is nobody's there to maintain it. Nobody dares to start offloading products. Nobody's there to ship stuff out. It's creating a huge issue. So food is most likely rotting products, or just sitting. People across the world are sitting here waiting to see when are these lockdowns going to get lifted. But here's the fact that we need to really understand, it really come to grips with is we're not going to see this lockdown just get lifted. China's zero COVID policy is nothing new, right? We've been seeing this and hearing about this for a while, but it's clear the entire world is going to suffer because of the lockdowns that we're seeing in China. It's not just China that's suffering, it's not just Shanghai that's suffering. It's the entire world, American people in Canada and Mexico, in all across the world, Europe. Everybody is going to suffer because of the lockdowns that we are currently seeing over China. So one thing I can tell you, and what I've been telling you for the past month or so, is be prepared. Get a little bit more food if you need it, not stuff that's gonna go and rot in 2 days. Get stuff that has a decent shelf-life, okay? Because you never know. Alright, so if you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.